Okay. Please, no one wake up. Am I too deep already? I just realized that maybe I shouldn't be doing this whatsoever. I'm just kind of putting myself into danger. Because as soon as we do wake them up, we're taking shots from all sides. And I mean, if even just 2 of these buddies hit us with crystal spears, not gonna be very happy about it. But let's go 1, 2, never mind. Don't know why I was worried. Honestly, just kind of silly of me. It's super easy, very straightforward. Ah, and there we go. One wakes up just at the end of the fight. Oh no. Oh no, this is not good though. If I can take this buddy out fast enough, then we can start to retreat. Corrosion bolts hurt. Hurl damnation is really bad for us. Anything that gets past our evasion is absolutely no good. And here comes the rest of the cavalry. Holy crap. Apparently I wasn't kidding whatsoever. It is about to become a bit of a mess here. We could go with a condenser vein strat. But I have a feeling that some people are still asleep. I think we can make this work to our advantage. Oh, I was hoping that the hasted sorcerer would follow us before the Blade Master, but that's fine. Let's see, they have just under a third of a chance to hit us. We have a 50% chance to hit them. Oh, that's actually not too bad, even with a +0 rapier. Well, in that case, let's bring out a beast. Ouch. Don't do that. Why did they hurl damnation? How did they hurl damnation through their friend? I thought I was safe. Thought we were gonna be okay. Okay. Well, fortunately, our stealth is good enough that we left the majority of them in the dirt. Just a couple of them following us on the way. So, I will definitely try and take advantage of that. Take out some of the scarier targets too there. Right next to you, you won't hurl damnation, you son of a gun. Corrosive bolt, still very scary without any resistance, but we're a-okay. Let's see, first Blade Master didn't actually go as poorly as I was expecting. Elementalist. Right. What do I wish to do with you? I think keep running for a little bit. Blade Master, of course, getting some free hits in as we go, but if we can make it to the stairs, we're going to be slightly happier with our life, I think. Hopefully, if we kill you. Otherwise, I'm very unhappy with my life. Sir, please. Oh gosh. Should even just stop moving so fast, because 2 hits from this maxed out, while we also roll badly on our AC, does mean we're real close to death, if not within 1-shot territory. I mean, highly unlikely. 23 AC, rolling absolute 1s on both sides. Not a huge chance of it happening, but we gotta stay alert for those small odds, because in a game of high numbers where we're just attacking so much, it's definitely possible. Switch over to lightning rod since it is undodgeable. We can hopefully just finish this buddy off before we take too much more trouble. Oh jeez. And let's try this one more time, shall we? Wait a second. No, that was stupid. Dang it. We left that elementalist wandering around the floor. Don't like that. Let's take you on a little bit of a walk again. I know we're taking some damage, but want to be able to do this without alerting everyone to our presence. Make some noise, unfortunately. Holy cow. Not quite enough. So what do we wish to do? Could start throwing in some Serpent's Lashes here. Do we have any good wall jump targets? Not really. If we wall jump here, Blade Master definitely still gets an attack or 2 on us, and I don't think our landing gets any reciprocal hits, unfortunately. I mean, I kept saying how worried I was about fighting Blade Masters, but the first couple just went so well. Thought there was no way that I could see everything go up in flames before our very eyes. So let's maybe switch over to Curari. What's our odds to hit you? 48%? We'll get it first try. Perfect. Never doubted my mind. With the slow effect, you're just equally as fast as us, hey? That's a real bummer. Do we want to use some more heal wounds in this scenario? Probably should. It's bad how much my brain is just blaring like, no, you'll be fine. What are the odds? Has to hit with both of them? Has to get a 1/3, almost actually 1/4 chance twice? 1/16? That's impossible. There's no way. Just walk away. Just fight back. Let's play it safe though. Drink a quick heal wounds. I think we're gonna throw another Curari. Try and get you real poisoned up. And then last but not least, can actually step a few times here to hopefully find a place where we can use the Ice Blast wand without hitting ourselves. Yeah, I didn't really think that one through. A few more steps. Hopefully the Curari doesn't run out. Beautiful, never doubted my mind. And blast ya. Ooh. More health left than I thought, or we just rolled absolutely horribly. But +6 chainmail of the Shining One's Envy. Some good positive energy there. Oh my gosh, right? We have no resistance to cold. Let's not sprint through clouds of cold like that. Oh, that would have been a very embarrassing way to die. So let's not do that. Oh, and what took the place of Curari? This will ring must have. Definitely swap back as soon as possible. Ah, and there were multiple elementalists. Please don't pull the cold effect from your bag of tricks. Oh, crud. Turns out we did make more noise than I thought earlier. Well, let's go for a little bit of a merry jaunt. That's what I was afraid of. Earth elementalists blowing up our spot here. But if we can run in, now we're just surrounded by these buddies. They have a 6% chance to hit us, which is lovely. Now if everyone could just stay on the outside, will I quickly finish off this one that's blocking my stairs? I mean, Master Archer, you did this to yourself. Don't know why they thought that was a good idea. There we go, just bring you upstairs. Take you out the old-fashioned way. Beautiful. Oops. Let's take a quick peek. What am I doing wrong? I'm using shift. Trying to do the square brackets, but holding shift there. It's like it's my first time playing this game. Just wanted to do a quick check as to who we're leaving downstairs still. This looks to be fairly manageable. Don't really want to be taking shots from both of you at once though. Finally, the priest follows us upstairs. That's much better. Again, those annihilators are very scary because sure, we can, for the most part, dodge their crystal spheres, but as soon as even a single one lands, we're already kind of shaking in our boots here. I don't want to see over half my health bar get deleted in an instant like last week. Hey Railbird, how's it going? Happy to see you around. Welcome, welcome. We will leave a ring of wizardry. That's not even too much of a question here. And beautiful. Pressing taps slightly faster than I would otherwise recommend. Never know when something is going to pop out, scare the ever living crap out of us, but kind of worked out there. Another stab against the Annihilator. Thing of beauty. This Lagitang could have been a bit of a pain in the hands of a trained individual. But we do manage to get a few, if not complete, sneak attacks, at least some fancy little backstabs here. Never be too upset about that. Can you buddies haste? No. You can blink. But, Elven halls where one bite of their bread will fill your stomach for the day. Some good old lambus bread. Lambus bread. I never know how to say that anymore because in one of the special features for Lord of the Rings, which if any of you haven't seen, I highly recommend watching. Even if you're not the biggest fan of Lord of the Rings, it's just a really fun look into a lot of the cast members, and there are a lot of really good personalities on the team. But they talk about the first day that they all received their lines, talking about lembas bread and how impossible it was to pronounce. Oh my gosh. So there we see exactly what we were worried about earlier. Absolutely brutal. Just 2 hits from the corrosive bolt, and we immediately go full panic mode. Scroll of Fear might give us some time. This buddy shoots out against us with some damnation. Could technically get one shot, be unlikely. But again, we just went over this. I think I am going to read Fear. At least get rid of the priest. Nope, they both resisted with no effort. I was afraid of that. Well, in that case, could blink into a teleport trap. Is that a good idea? I wonder how much of this end area we've cleared out. I guess this entire half is probably relatively open, or at least has all the enemies drawn out to the rest of the floor here. Because we probably don't have time for a teleport scroll to take effect, but we could blink directly into a teleport trap and just nope the heck out of here. Seems like it might be in our best interest to me. We have good odds of dodging the majority of bolt attacks. Also, just couldn't speak for a moment there. Drink did not go down the throat the right way, but even with our ability to dodge those, we of course do have to worry about damnation, and don't want to die in a stupid way. I'm gonna blink teleport trap. Please take me away. Hey, that worked out quite nicely actually. Just run to our little stairwell here, rest up to full health, and now I guess back into the grinder here. Hopefully facing off one at a time. If the sorcerer comes out of the woodwork, I'm gonna be very unhappy. No, perfect. Now where did that wizard go? Or not, we can just go a completely different direction and start new fights. That's very cool too. Not at all scared of what we're gonna see here. The +7 broadaxe, freeze, X+4, 14% chance to hit us. Isn't too bad. Gets worse when they bring out a bunch of summons that completely surround us, of course. Especially when you hide behind them like a coward. Well, time to no longer even put up the facade of trying to be a sneaky boy. Let's just blast you with some lightning. Perfect. Oh, look at that. An even more enchanted axe. Lovely. Fantastic. In fact, exactly what we were looking for. So to get past Hurl Damnation, we can get as close to them as fast as possible, which shouldn't be too bad. Oh, Annihilator joining the party though? Please, sir. Please. Oh gosh, there's so many of them. Those acid bolts really hurt. We dodge almost everything the game has to throw at us, but as soon as a corrosive bolt comes out of the work here, it's apparently just impossible to dodge. Well, everyone here is very unlikely to get feared. I'm starting to regret all of life's decisions that have brought us to this point. We're slightly more spread out here. Heavenly Storm would be pretty solid because it does bring up those almost opaque clouds that block off sight range, so we could just try and kill everybody off one by one. But too late for that. Alternatively, it's silence. Let's think about that for a second. Still be taking damage from this war axe. 20% chance to hit. Don't love that. Everyone else coming up as well. Well, let's do it. Hopefully it doesn't get us killed because we, of course, are also silenced here. Completely unable to read any more scrolls if that would have been our only escape normally. I'm just hoping we can take out the heavy hitters before the silence ends. Please, sir, just take out the son of a gun here. Make sure our silence is hitting everyone. Oh, crap. The sorcerer found us. Oh, no. Sir, you weren't supposed to come back this way. You had left the vault, you madman. Just remember, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge her blast of supreme magical force. That is what our coach has always told us. I probably do have to waste another silent scroll, or I go full panic mode and just try and nope out of here, but silence should do it. We still have a couple for any scary uniques that we might find later on in the game. It'll keep us alive. Oh, we're still silenced because, right, it's just a 1 radius for the last little bit. That's not great. Let's try and hide behind our own foes here. Yeah, you can't hit us if we're right next to your friend, right? It's not legal. So now corrosive bolt, crystal bolt. None of it's very good. Let's go with the heal wounds. Not what I would like to do here, but we do want to survive for sure. Then just try and take out the sorcerer. This time before any more corrosion effects. Oh, of course. Necromancers and all that. Definitely in a 2-shot death scenario there. Indeed we were. Still, honestly, a lot closer than I'd like to a 2-shot death scenario, even at nearly full health. That's the rub of the entire matter here, of course. The +5 rapier of Redoblin. Flame rapier? Probably not much better than the one we have on in terms of auxiliary effects. I mean, sure, the +5 enchantment doesn't hurt, but we're seeming to do okay with even our +0 here. In fact, let's tab way faster than is at all safe. Beautiful. And maybe, just maybe, we've now cleared out most of the area. What is with the way my bangs dried today? Just absolutely annoying the crap out of me. Tickling the old forehead here, the noggin. But, okie dokie. Let's definitely drop some stuff. A manual of unarmed combat, unlikely to be used moving forward, but tin of tremor stones we definitely want to have at our disposal. In fact, let's drop enchant weapon scrolls for now. We can always come up and grab them in the future. See what these gloves are. +2 pair of gloves. Don't mind if I do. Definitely take any armor class advantages we can possibly find. Ooh, and a phantom mirror. Ooh, all the good evocables in one place. Oh me, oh my. Well, in that case, what else do we wish to drop? I guess brand weapon can kind of go with the enchant weapons, likely to be picked up at a similar time. And that should be just about everything. What's elf if not a few near-death experiences at the hands of some frightening casters? Do a quick search here, make sure that we didn't miss anything lying around on the floor that we might otherwise wish for in the future. ID scrolls, not a huge deal. I guess potion of lignification we could take. It's getting a bit later in the game where it can be kind of dangerous to use those without a whole lot of effort and thought put into it beforehand. And we've seen what happens when I hinge all my hopes and wishes on that. It is almost inevitable that I will indeed forget all the necessary precautions and prearrangements, and something real bad will happen. That's okay. Let's take a quick look. Amulet of Red Wine would max out our stealth stat. I actually wouldn't mind Spirit Guardian to protect us from those hits that do slip through. Gives us a bit more time to potentially heal up with the Vampiric Brand. Losing Reflection does potentially hurt, because I'm just such a fan of the Reflection Ego. Sure, it's semi-situational, it doesn't always pay dividends in every single combat that you come across, but when it does, it sure is nice. Definitely one of the more satisfying ways to go about it. But after all that blabber, I think we will drop some poison darts. And it was in our shopping list, was it? There we go. Let's run and grab that. It is actually kind of on our way here as well, just because we are gonna have to go up through Orc. And let's try it out. Let's buy the son of a gun. Switch from Affliction to that, giving us maxed out stealth. Holy cow. I definitely don't play stealth characters enough, so it's not very often that I get to see that. And without further ado, let us head between vaults and depths. Vaults is probably slightly safer, but not completely necessary for us to go through. I guess we have okay willpower, so at least this time we're not going to be getting sentinel marks dropped on us every which way. Also, thank you so much, Happy Turtle 42 for the follow. I appreciate that a whole lot. Welcome. Okay, nope. I was about to say, see how many stabs we can get. The answer is none of them. Absolutely none. And this is the worst color of white thing for us to be fighting up against. Please, sir, I don't have cold resistance. Let's see, extra 52 or 54 cold damage. Should swap to our cold resistance ring. Question is, when do we have to do it? I think I want to gain a little bit more of a cushion of health. As long as they don't random energy towards us. I see that they did get a couple swipes in, 3 swipes in. Good thing you can't hit what you can't see. And let us swap from our resistance poison ring to this. Now we should be in a slightly safer position to fight you. Still a little bit scary, but definitely a lot better than it was a moment ago. And okay, so this is our one and only entrance into depths. A little bit sketchy. Definitely not exactly what we're looking for. Also, sorry, saved I missed. Just remember the 5 Ds. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. As best we can. We're going to be trying to dodge each and every one of these things. Let's try and pull a few of you up. Okay. It's honestly not the end of the world because we just have to kill this one. Alternatively, we could have gone for a wall jump escape, which might have been a better call. Of course, you are risking taking a few hits from the enemies on the turn where you have to sit around and wait, but it's maybe manageable. How much acid damage do you do? You just say extra acid damage, eh? Why you gotta do that, game? Give me some two-way transparency, please. I need to know. My life depends on it. Down to minus 12 enchantment? Yeah, I think we're just gonna run away and bring just you upstairs. Maybe we can still kill you even with minus 12? The answer is not so much. No, very, very scary. Well, in that case, still not likely to hit us. Can read a quick teleport. And then are we in lethal? It's getting really close. A strong poisoning, but not extra damage. So take one more step, perfect, and then make sure that we head away from there. I believe it was just up and to the right here. Perfect. Let's go to this stairs, I guess. Might be slightly safer. I don't really want to leave that buddy wandering around up here. I can see that backfiring at base for sure. So we'll have to go walking through, sir, please. Where'd you go, friend? Hey, there they are. Much better when we get those stabs in. And we're in a similar predicament on this floor where we now have a bit of a wandering monster problem. Ideally, can kind of take you on one by one. Any more hallways for me to retreat to? Not so much. Okay, then we'll just bring you to the stairs. And we should be okay. Perfect. Fights just go on so long with this character. Just little pinpricks of our rapier here. Let's read a teleport. Maybe wall jump out of there. Reduces the number of enemies in us. At least at once there, simultaneously. Oh, geez Louise. This is just apparently going to be our life now. Rinse and repeat. Life is pain. I mean, purple, I don't mind fighting up against at the very least. Because you just do what? Nothing? You hit weaker than your other friends? And you're vulnerable to more things? Seems like a bad deal for you, friend. No, not white ugly things. Stop it. Stop that. Cyan, again, much better. Rotating through all the elements here. But slowly, but surely, we're making our way through. Okay, please, friends, if you could all follow me to the door, I'll show you the way out. Perfect. And then again, just hold down tab. I'm sure there's no way that could possibly go wrong. We've got to be pretty close to clearing up now, right? One more ugly thing. Don't think that the two-headed Eden actually saw us, fortunately. So that's fine. Oh my gosh, and resistance to fire is one of the few things I actually do in life. Heck yeah, bud. Bring you upstairs, and now we're looking much better after defeating the horrifying menace that was the ugly horde awaiting us. Feeling much better. And similarly, if we can just fight you two one at a time, I'm a very happy camper. Almost enough to make me immediately regret our decisions here and head Vault's direction instead, but we could find a lot of similar enemies there, unfortunately. Oops, no, don't throw my boomerang at a pillar. Also, dang it, Kirari is not actually what I wanted to use there. We're lucky that we hit, so it's potentially retrievable, but oh my gosh, I skipped right past it. Boomerangs, there we go. Much more better. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see you. Kind of blended into the magma there. My bad. Swap over to our flight ring just to pick up that Kirari once more. Perfect. And I think we'll stick to the resistance to the cold. We have to keep in mind that poison... Oh, wait a second. We didn't have poison resistance. That's why it was so sketchy fighting the green ugly things. I'm a fool. That's good to know. As we come across the Enchantress with a Demon Whip of Distortion. Don't love that. +1 Buckler of Protection. I do love that. Am I ready to fight ya? Potentially. We know that they'll have a horde at their back as well. Let's just start this fight off on the right foot here. Bring in a friend. Bring in a second friend. You don't have abjuration or anything, do you? No, you do not. You fool. What were you thinking? I'm guessing you have resistance to poison if just through your fairy dragon scales, is that right? Actually, no, you might not. Switch me over to Kirari. 2% chance to hit, never mind. Ignore all that planning. Reducing our willpower is a bit of a pain, but there we go. We managed to get the Enchantress distracted for a moment there, and a moment is all we need. Now, I really want this Quick Blade. That I can very much get behind. Just have to survive long enough to do so. Oh my gosh, another Quick Blade in the wings. That would be pretty nice. Here, please don't deal too much damage as I walk you on back to the stairs. Perfect. Don't mind me, excuse me, pardon me. Just doing some winding and weaving here. And there we go. Fighting off against one of you. A little bit of two impossibly evasive creatures locked in endless combat for all of eternity, or not. You can just hit me multiple times in a row. That's very cool too. I don't mind whatsoever. You're not likely to be feared. How much health do you have? 67. Lightning Rod deals a decent amount of damage. Ice Blast could hit both of you if I get lucky upon drawing you out, but I'll also start getting hit from both sides, so maybe not ideal. Let's see. One last check on you. Can you one-shot us? No, you cannot. So let's try out the Lightning Rod, see how that does. I was a little bit hesitant to use it downstairs because I didn't want to create too much of a ruckus. This is much more manageable, and there we go. Plus 6 Quick Blade. There we go. I can speak, I promise. Base damage is just 5, but I probably will replace my plus 11 dagger with it. Oh wait, it's just particularly good. Oh, so it's not extremely good like the dagger. Interesting. So maybe we'll replace our short sword. Keep a nice little stabby instrument in the back pocket. You know, for a future consideration, just in case. And now, I think I am going to go back to, in fact, let's just use find to get brand weapon. Let's try this buddy out for size, shall we? I'm trying to think of what brand we want. I mean, Vampiric would be pretty sweet, don't get me wrong. Electrocution is another huge one, flat damage. It doesn't scale off of our base. The amount of times you can attack per turn with a Quick Blade, it gets pretty ridiculous. Let's try it out. Freezing, so thin layer of ice. Unfortunately, ice doesn't do a whole lot. Ice and flame, because of the low base damage, aren't going to be a huge increase in efficacy with these. But if we quickly use that sign, our speed is at 0.5 with the rapier, and is at 0.3 with the Quick Blade. So we will be getting off a whole lot of strikes per turn. I think it's worth it there, at least to try it out. Probably be switching back to our rapier a decent amount, if just to keep our willpower at a half decent score. Really, resistances across the board. Oh my gosh, I did the thing. I don't know how often other people make that mistake, but whenever I want to go to depths, sometimes my brain is just instantly like, oh yeah, it's D. D for depths. That's right, that sounds correct. Immediately head to the top of the dungeon instead. Let's go to U, of course. Much better. And go to U0. There we go, that should get us there. Hello, how's the run gone so far today? Pretty well. We did manage to survive our way through Snake, picking up the second of our runes. Have been a few close calls for sure, don't get me wrong, but I'm hoping that we're on the upswing, getting ready to do something incredible.